Oh man, the boot camp privilege buying stupid. Oh my god. For anybody who doesn't know, I did some time in the service. I have gone through boot camp. I understand what it means to go through it. So when I see people paying to get the dog shit smoked out of them for a couple days, I remember that one. What was it? It was like MDK. It was like Modern Day Night Project, I think is what the name of it. I've watched that video by Angry Cop over and over again because he was so funny. He had so much good shit to say. But people pay, like, what is this? Is it supposed to like reconnect? Oh, okay, whatever. I could rant about it. All right, let's just go. Let's just jump into it. Let's jump into it.
I've made quite a few videos on those really expensive alpha male classes. They're not classes, they're like retreats where it teaches you how to be an alpha male. The one I've covered most extensively is the Modern Day Night Project,
yep, that's
where it's
it.
$18,000 and you spend 3 days getting a hose sprayed in your face, and that's basically it, while getting...
Basic training is not about the punishment. You don't get punished for punishment's sake. You get punished because you fuck up on the small things, because the small things can lead to big issues, and they are reinforced by and it's something that happens progressively. You're not just punished all the time. You're in that training environment for months at a time, and that shit is, there's a reason behind it. So for you to pay $18,000 to $20,000 to get that experience, or get that bastardized experience, it's absolutely fucking, it's stupid. It's dumb. Sorry, give me one sec. It's dumb, it's stupid, and it's dumb and stupid. Stop doing it. You're not bettering yourself.
Yelled at by some goobers. These pathetic urinal cake scammers prey upon desperate losers and then turn them into broke,
bigger losers. Yeah.
That's basically the entire thing. They tell you how weak you are and how it needs to change, and the only way it's going to change is by giving them thousands and thousands of dollars, and that'll unlock your third eye. These gurus will give you the super soldier serum, turn you into fucking Steve Rogers here.
Nope.
And the $18,000 you paid up front is an investment because they're going to give you all the tools to make millions of dollars, and it's going to make you a real strong, masculine, testosterone titan. But then you actually go to the retreat and you spend like a few days in a Lowe's parking lot getting a hose sprayed in your face.
Yeah.
And that's about the extent
That's
of
it.
Well, I just learned that there's something similar for fathers and sons called the Squire program. It's a $2,000 day.
No. Get out of my state. St. Charles, Illinois? My God, no. Get that shit out of my state. Keep that shit to fucking California. Steve Eckert, that douchebag, bald fuck. Oh my God, dude, get the fuck out of here. Go somewhere else. Oh my God. Food, snacks, shirt, and equipment for the day. Wait, one day?
Where you spend $2,000 to go with your son to throw sand in each other's faces and take an ice bath, and it's supposed to turn your son into a man and strengthen the bond between father and son.
Your experience was, we have a second chance at a father and son relationship, and this time is when we are the fathers.
In their own sizzler reel here for the Squire program, they drop that little nugget. No matter what your experience was, you get a second chance, except...
Oh my God, I'm sorry guys, this shit is so frustrating to me. I have to rant about it. Don't let these dumb, retarded drifters who have military experience. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Not everybody in the military or has been in the military are decent people. There's a percentage of the population in that service who are complete douchebags, who fucking hate their lives, they hate their wives, they cheat all the time, There's people like that in any branch of service. Do not fall. If you want tips, message me. It's free. Put it in the comments. I will answer your questions. Don't waste your time. These guys have zero secrets to share. You are just paying them for them to show that you're a weak dad. Do you know what you can do for $2,000 with your son? Go on a fucking father-son trip. Go on, like, buy him something. Do something. Don't take him to this fucking stupid ass retreat by these piece of shit veterans who are just fucking like claiming like sorry, I'm flustered. Let me calm down. Don't waste your money on these pathetic individuals who, yes, a lot of them served. It's very honorable to serve, but it's just like how donating to charity does not right your wrongs. Donating to charity does not obfuscate you from criticism and does not make you not a dick. Stop spending your money on this shit. There is so much more out there that you can spend for $2,000. Don't waste it giving it to these fucks. Alright? That's it. I'm done. I could rant about this forever. I got a headache. I'm sorry. I'm done. Let's watch Shirley. I'm sorry. Sorry.
We're the fathers. You're my new dad? Like, what? What do you mean you're the father now? This was supposed to be a father and son experience, but now you're the dad.
Stop.
So now you've now taken the role of the papa. Can you imagine being this much of a loser where you're like, man, my son doesn't respect me. I'm kind of a goofball myself. I'll pay $2,000 so these guys can go spit in my face, only to show up and they're like, no, I'm the dad now. Get away. This is now my son.
So
unhinged.
stupid.
A man has the duty and obligation to raise a son who is capable and confident.
Take your fucking chain off when you go into the bath.
An asset to society and not a liability.
You're going to experience pain today. There's nothing wrong with it. Pain is a powerful tool. It's a powerful motivator, and I think it's one of the most compelling forces for good.
You can see where that $2,000 goes. Straight to the production team.
Yeah, straight to the advertising.
Trailer. It's like a new Marvel movie there.
Pain is not the only source of learning. Pain does not reinforce learning. You know what it can do? It can traumatize. It can traumatize you. You think that the shit that I've been through, I'm not traumatized on some level? Why would you purposely want that? That is so stupid. You know what that son is probably going to think? Hey, son, you want to go on a retreat with me? I spent $2,000 on it. Wow, Dad. Yeah, I would love to go on that retreat with you. And you get there, and these bald fucking ex-veterans or fucking veterans or whatever are just beating the shit out of you. You're expecting to have a fun time, and your dad dragged you to some military boot camp. You're going to hate your dad even more. Okay, this is a terrible video to react to. I'm sorry.
Because I can promise you that money's not going into the actual retreat, because you pay $2,000 only to jog around a parking lot, crawl around in some dirt, take an ice bath, and learn basic headlocks. All of that you can do yourself for free. You don't need $2,000 to pay some guy to yell at you, LARPing as the boot camp instructor. You, as the father, could easily go up to your son and be like, hey, look, sport, why don't we go for a run? Why don't we get a little more serious about like, our physical activity out there? You know, maybe we take classes on, jiu-jitsu or something, or let's get a gym membership. We'll start lifting. You know, you can do those things without paying $2,000 to some weirdos that are just scamming you out of that money. Like, it's so ridiculous.
The Squire program is a 15-hour immersive
Oh God, this douche.
We're really going to take these young men through trials and tribulations of what it means to be a man.
Look at these fucking shoes. Look at these fucking douchebags' shoes. Look at these. You ain't... Alright, I'm sorry guys. We're getting off track. I have to show you guys. There's one thing that stuck with me through my training. Let me see if I can find it. It is the NCO's creed. Now, when you go to these events, when you are a leader, I did not make it to NCO, but when you get to become a leader of troops, when you are a leader of people in any kind of business, I believe that you should follow the NCO creed. Now, I'm going to show you guys. Let me see. I'm pretty sure this is it right here. No one is more professional than I. I am a non-commissioned officer, a leader of soldiers. As a non-commissioned officer, I realize that I am a member of a time-honored corps, which is known as the backbone of the Army. I am proud of the corps of non-commissioned officers and will at times conduct myself so as to bring credit upon the corps, the military service, and my country regardless of the situation in which I find myself in. I will not use my grade or position to attain pleasure, profit, or personal safety. These guys are literally violating. And okay, this is just an Army thing, but this is how I believe that you should carry yourself as a leader. You don't have to be a soldier for this to apply to you. You can change this like soldier. You can say, I'm a leader of a kitchen. I am a leader of a team of people. Like, you can change that. Competence is my watchword. My two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind. Accomplishment of my mission and the welfare of my soldiers. I will strive to remain technically and tactically proficient. I am aware of my role as a non-commissioned officer. I will fulfill my responsibilities inherent in that role. All soldiers are entitled to outstanding leadership, and I will provide that leadership. I know my soldiers, and I will always place their needs above my own. You will place their needs above your own. I will communicate consistently with my soldiers and never leave them uninformed. I will be fair and impartial when recommending both rewards and punishment. I can keep going. I understand this is something that is military related, but if you just, the way I look at it, if you are not willing to do the thing that is being asked or that you are telling other people to do, if you're not willing to do the same thing, you are just not a leader. You are a terrible person in that leadership position. Like, I don't think you're being a sufficient enough leader. Now, I could be totally going overboard with this. This shit just really fucking pisses me off because I hate these fucking people. Let me calm down. I'm sorry. I get really heated about this stuff. These guys. So I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'm sorry. These guys miss being in the service. Probably were never drill instructors, and they wish that they could have gone through drill sergeant school or instructor school so they could teach troops. So they're basically, no, don't say that, Tim. Don't say that. They are pretending to be drill sergeants. They are purposely making these people's lives hell for the sake of it. They aren't teaching them shit. You want help? There's tons of people who can help you free of charge. Like I said, you want to ask me questions, you want to understand how I go about things, leave that shit in the comments, message me. I'm open to criticism, and I'm open. There's no... Okay. Let me end this. Let me end this conclusion. I'm getting way too heated. Stop wasting your time and money on this shit. They are not going to make your lives better. Okay? All right. I'm sorry. We'll continue. I'm sorry. Turning boys into men. Get in the ice bath.
Don't stop breathing. Come on. Stay hard. Look at me.
Yeah, this is what it means to be a man. Paying $2,000 to some greasy slime ball to say stay hard while you take an ice bath with your dad. If I only had a nickel for every time in my adult life being a man I've had to take an ice bath with Pops. Jeez, right? Man, there's nothing I wouldn't be able to afford. This is stupid. This is not taking you through trials and tribulations of what it means to be a man. This is just them doing...
You know what it means to be a man? What it means to be a man is so fucking vague. There is no such thing as being a proper man. All you can do is just be the best person you can be. Don't be a dick. Take care of your loved ones. Work hard. Provide for your loved ones. If something comes up, you got to be the man to handle the situation. People who do these things, you are hurting your ability to be a man. You should not listen to other people tell you how to be a man. You shouldn't even listen to me by that definition. Being a man is so subjective, depending on who you ask, that it means nothing. What is being a man? Paying taxes? What is being a man? Fighting people for your loved ones? What is being a man? Sacrificing things for your country, for your family, for your loved ones? What is being a man? Paying $2,000 to some fucking idiots and getting into an ice bath with your son? That's what being a man is?
Like cosplay, basically, where this is what a man needs to be. And it's literally jumping jacks in dirt and then taking an ice bath. You can do that for free if you want to. You don't need to pay this kind of money for it. And, spoiler alert, it's not going to make you more of a man. Spending 15 hours one day doing something physically demanding isn't going to change your life. It is going to change your bank account, though, because of how expensive it is. I get
You're not going to lose weight. You're not going to be a better person. Your son's going to probably fucking hate you for doing that because your son didn't want to have to do that. You probably dragged him there.
It's the idea that almost makes sense if you're a brain-dead troglodyte, is that by spending 15 hours a day outside of the comfort of your smartphones and your video games and your V-Bucks, Robux, all of that, it'll turn your son into a man because we had him do some push-ups and jumping jacks and some burpees. Like, you don't need to pay for that. If you want, just tell your son, like, hey, let's stop spending so much time playing those games. Let's do more physically active shit. And that would be a great thing. And it's a lot cheaper. And it's not just a one-time thing.
You could literally just be like, hey, son, before we play, let's go on a quick run. When we get back, we'll get some drinks, cold drinks in us, and we'll play some games. But just talk to your kid. Why are you paying $2,000 for some fucking scammer to tell you how to be a dad?
Instead of spending one day doing something like challenging, make it a habit, make it a routine, and I think it could be a
don't
great
go to
tool
this
for connecting more with your
don't
son,
pay
daughter,
for this
family, friends. Like, hey, let's do this together. Let's start getting more physically active. You'd save a lot more money, and it would be a lot more beneficial because then you would do it more often than just this one time for $2,000. It's just silly. I do think there is a ton of value in doing things that are uncomfortable.
Yes.
Getting out of your comfort zone and doing something challenging and tough.
Do not be afraid to do something that makes you get out of your comfort zone, because 90% of the time, it will make you a better person. Start streaming. Start recording videos. Put your voice out there. You don't have to put your face out there. Just do something. Put your shit out there. Write a book. Write a story. Animate something. Draw something. being out of your comfort zone will help you grow as an individual. Now, being out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you have to go through pain. Being in pain is not the only way to get out of your comfort zone.
I do think that's good. This is just the worst way of doing it, and the most like caveman approach to it. Like, oh, in order to make Grok strong, Grok must throw sand in my dad's face. I'm not just pulling that example out of my ass.
No way.
Like, here's a clip of them just throwing sand on each other. I don't know how this makes you more of a man. This seems like you're going backwards. This is like a child throwing a temper tantrum on the beach when his parents said he can't have another can of Coke. Their pitch on this program is so cringe, too. How will your son know when he's a man?
Stop. So dumb. Dude, it hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts so fucking bad. You know, guys, I know let me be honest with you guys. This frustration probably comes from some inside shit. I'm 27. My dad fucking died this year. This shit bothers me a lot. Alright. I would hate for people who are going through this to feel like this is their only way. Alright, we're gonna read this piece of shit. For most boys, there's no defining moment or experience that tells them that he's become a man. End scene, period. That's it. End scene, period. That's how it is. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. This shit fucking pisses me off so bad.
For most boys, there's no defining moment or experience that tells him he's become a man. In fact, most boy today grow up and never truly feel like a man.
Most boy.
That's another thing. On their website, there are so many grammatical errors. I guess becoming a man also means becoming illiterate. Most boys simply grow older, but don't really know what it takes to be a man in today's world. That's such a silly mistake. What is most boys simply grow older, but don't really know what it takes to be a man in today's world. That's such a silly mistake. What a stupid douchebag. Don't really know what it takes to be a man in today's world.
Oh my God.
Can you proofread this? Do they just view proofreading as beta shit or something so they don't indulge in it? This is a huge problem, and it's also the reason why so many men today are lost, confused, anxious, lonely, and without purpose. That's why for centuries, tribes and nations have had a rite of passage ritual for their boys as they come of age to become a man. It was the father and the men he trusted who took that boy through an experience which taught him, tested him, challenged him, and showed him what it takes to be a formidable man. The type of man who can lead, love, protect, provide, and be both savage and a servant. A servant? Does that not contradict all of the other shit you want? You want your son to grow up to be a servant. A servant to who? You guys? One of your little pay piggies so they can grow up and give you money and keep this cycle going?
Yep.
In times past, this is how boys were shown that it's time to step up and to step into their masculinity and claim their seat at the table with the other men in the tribe. But in our modern culture, this rite of passage experience no longer takes place, and it's why we now have grown men who lack leadership, mental toughness, emotional discipline, and have no definitive purpose in life. But according to you, that purpose in life is to be both savage and also a servant. So the purpose is to give you money. That is the purpose for the men that you guys are trying to train.
Fucking kidding me? All right, let's try this from the push-up position. Maybe this will work better. Let's all drop into the push-up position. Maybe then we'll focus a little more. Three of us understood that command. That is excellent. If you get this wrong, I'm going to come by and kick everyone in the fucking ribs.
You are not going to kick these kids in their fucking ribs. Because you know, the moment you do that, everybody will jump in and beat the shit out of you. All the dads will beat. If you kicked my son in front of me, I would beat the shit out of you. I would kill you.
You have to have your head up so you see who I'm pointing at. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow, what a...
Look at all these fucking pigs, dude. All these pay pigs. Look at all these idiots.
A tough guy threatening to kick children in the ribs. This guy means business, holy. You don't want to tussle with the muscle. This guy's not afraid to threaten children.
Look at how young this kid is.
Good. Now you're gonna take a right side step.
How much?
Just like you did the left side step, do a right side step. Yep. And one more. Good. And a little 6-inch right step forward.
Masculinity is
So
walking
stupid.
blindfolded behind a Lowe's, trying to avoid barbed wire and planks of wood with nails sticking out, while your dad tries to guide you around it. That is absolutely just a recipe for disaster, by the way. Because if the kid, like, misheard a direction there and just steps on the nail, it's going right through his shoe and through his fucking foot. Potentially. I'm sure they would, like, go in and, like, move the kid out of the way. But
Yeah,
it's
right.
still just so stupid. It doesn't even teach you anything. Like, what is even the lesson there? How is that masculinity at all? Listening to your dad, I guess? But is that the best way of teaching it? Like, here, put this blindfold on. I'm gonna walk through some landmines. I'll try and keep you alive. It's just the dumbest way of trying to do this lesson of, like, listen to your dad. It's so embarrassing. Like, for the father here, too. And also, look at the setup here. It's just some pieces of wood with nails and, like, some barbed wire literally behind whatever business this is. You paid $2,000 for that. If you really wanted to walk this obstacle course, you could have set it up in your backyard for $5 with items you could find at Home Depot. It's just a dumb exercise in the first place, though. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Another part of their website has a section about how moms turn babies into boys and dads who turn boys into men. What an incredible section this is. Ugh, moms are bitches, am I right? As fathers, it's our responsibility to guide, mentor, and prepare our sons to take their rightful seat as future leaders. Oh, and servants also. You mentioned servants.
Yeah, don't forget about servants.
It's up to us to help make them confident, capable, and courageous. Every young man needs a defining experience that ushers him into manhood, and they look up to you, their dads, to teach them the ways of men and to create that rite of passage. And that's exactly why the Squire program was created. Historically, knights had squires to help them prepare their armor, horse, and weapons for war.
Oh
and the
my
squires had
God.
the knights as examples of healthy masculinity, teaching them how to be chivalrous, warriors, protectors, providers, and servant leaders. Your son deserves to be confident and successful, a man of service and compassion, a purpose-driven leader. Not like that baby boy your mom is trying to raise him to be. Your wife, she is a harlot that is setting your son up for failure, which is why you need to go behind her back, give us $2,000 so we can send them through the Squire program for 15 hours. Anyway, it's basically the same shit they were doing with the modern day Knight Project, but now it's catered towards fathers and sons, and it's still just as cringe.
It's so
That's really about
stupid.
it. So yeah.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm gonna go ahead and link the video. Make sure you guys give him a like, give him a sub if you haven't already. This shit is fucking disgusting. These people are disgusting. I'll go ahead and post the link in YouTube and in Kick. Just a reminder, guys, if you haven't already and you're on Kick, even if you're on YouTube and you haven't seen it, there's a video on my YouTube, surviving 100 days in oxygen not included. I swear you guys are gonna love that video. Make sure you guys give that a watch. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap back over. Yeah, no, disgusting.